up until 11:30 because the call is jam-packed. All the word is spreading, family. The tide is lifting. All ships are being lifted with it. Do you hear the love and the passion that's coming through this call? Did you hear Robert Hernandez? I'm telling you, Robert is so full with ideas and wonders and everything that's happening with Ken. So it's Veronica, everyone that's calling in. And I know you, Anita from the UK. I know she just can't stand herself. She just found out last week that we are opening in the UK. And Anita, are you on the line, Anita?
I certainly am, Denise. I tell you, I did not sleep at the weekend.
Anita, tell some folks may not know what you're excited about, but let them know what you are excited about and how long you have been patiently waiting for that to happen and what that means to you.
Oh, folks, this is, well, to be honest, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are placed right now, whether you are a representative or you're a guest, this is such an incredible, incredible opportunity. We have the USA opened, only just recently launched with TEN, Team Effort Network, which will have 10 sprays, so we call it 10. We currently have 5 sprays. They are revolutionary. They are revolutionizing people's health, well-being, energy, helping to address things like diabetes, blood pressure, cancer, obesity, so fatigue. I mean, the list is endless. Daily we are hearing people benefiting. We don't aim to treat, cure, or prevent. However, we know these revolutionary oral sprays, high absorption, gets into the bloodstream quickly, goes to where it's needed, all natural products. There's nothing else like these products. Added to that, we have a far superior pay plan compared to any other company that I've ever seen or heard of. And it is an opportunity to make unlimited income as fast as you want with an established 11-year company that has an established 11-year division. This is a new division. The company will bring out more divisions even after this. You are all placed right at the top of the world right now. And I am so incredibly excited because first we have had the USA open, then a little bit, it's just recently opened in Dubai and opening in Mexico and the Philippines. And guess what, folks? I am in the UK and I have been ready, waiting since I first heard about it, which literally was at soft launch nearly 1 year ago. That's how long I've been patient, folks. And I knew when it comes, it will be so incredibly big, and I want to move fast. So on Friday, we had the news from Amy Gill and from Dale and Denise. Yes, it's coming very soon. Amy's words were right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Be ready.
And Anita,
I've already sent my email.
We're so excited for you, Anita, because we know all the UK is yours. We know you've already positioned yourself. You've already begun to share it, and people know where to come to when it comes to the UK. And we're just excited for you. We are so excited for you. And we're going to go ahead, Anita. We had a wonderful East Coast event on Saturday. Oh, my goodness. It was just phenomenal. And, I want to thank Terry Whiteman. My goodness, he's such a team player. I was posting as much as the video clippings and the pictures that I could on Facebook so everyone around the globe could just see, what's happened. And Terry took all of them, and he combined them all in one video and posted it on not only Facebook, but it's on YouTube for anyone to view. And Terry, we are just so grateful for you, for everything that you do for a team. You are truly such a team player, and we love you so much. But we want to thank everyone that made this East Coast event phenomenal. Started with Melanie Miguel, because if it wasn't for Melanie Miguel, we wouldn't have an East Coast event. So you should have seen all the faces and the laughter and the joy and the happiness and people's eyes widening and the dreams broadening from what they could see is going to happen in their life. So I want to thank Maureen Smith and Jesse Bowden, Houston Berry, Paul Jackson, Beverly Force and Awesome, Markel Brewster, Lawrence Anderson Sr., and Vicky Soto and her family, just carrying van all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. This Vicky's presence there just makes such a difference. And sharing her testimony, and her dad, and Trudy, and her brother, and her sister. Oh, it was just a big, beautiful, lovely family affair. And I'm going to bring my business on in. Pastor Dale, come on and chime in with me, because you know that was an event that we will just never forget. It was just phenomenal how everything, and it just ran as smooth as butter. Are you there, Pastor Dale?
I am definitely here. I am here. Welcome to the phone call, everybody. You're absolutely right. We had a tremendous, tremendous time at the Gaylord Hotel. Just a great, great host of people. We had team members from all over there. We had a lot of guests there, man. It was an amazing, amazing opportunity to see all of us working together. And so many new faces. And that's the thing that really just inspired me. You have so many new faces. You had so many new distributors that has come on board, and they brought all these new people with them. And, you know, I got a chance to talk to most of the guests that were there, and they were just wowed by the testimonies of the product. And that's the great thing, is that, you know, we didn't just talk about what the product could possibly do. We actually brought people up there real stories to talk about what the product has done to them. And I can tell you, one right after the other was so moved by Bishop Warren Hempfield's testimony. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
My God. I mean, I got almost emotional up there listening to this man talk about what this product has done in his life over the last 4 or 5 months. I mean, he got up there and showed how he lost 60 pounds, and he no longer uses a CPAP machine to sleep, or the oxygen machine that he had to carry around. Just so many different things, stories he told. And that penetrated, that resonated with the guests and with our new distributors, because they really got a full understanding that this product is something that's real. It's not hype. It works. And it's been working in people's lives. So hats off to everybody who participated, all of you who tuned in and chimed in. Got a lot of texts from people who were not in the area talking about, we wish we could be there. And thank you, Terry, for posting it, because we got a lot of responses. People got a chance to look at just a glimpse of what we had been doing there on the Saturday. So it was just an amazing, amazing time. And all the great leaders who were there, Vicky Soto and her team, always amazing to have Vicky in the room. She's just a powerhouse that just set the place on fire with her team, and just talking about the compensation plan, talking about the business, talking about why she's in this. It's a great deal to have all of these leaders in our meeting today.
It is. And what we're going to do tomorrow, because, you know, we have to have our coach, Nikisha, on to kick us off on Monday. Tomorrow we're going to bring some of the attendants that were there at the East Coast event. They're going to give a quick little highlights of what they got out of the East Coast event, and to hear from Bishop Warren. If you didn't hear his testimony, it's on the YouTube video, and it's also on the Tenacious Generation. You have to hear his testimony. It really moved everyone that's in the house. 78 years young, and he just got up there and twirled his little stuff around and opened up his suit jacket to show off his new body at 78 years old because of the Slim by 10. And his testimony just really, really touched our heart. But at this time, we're going to go ahead and kick it off on Monday morning, as we do, with Coach Nikisha Bond. Nikisha, are you there?
I am here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. We hear you loud and clear. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. I am doing wonderful, but I am so excited to hear what you guys are doing this weekend. I am so terribly sad that I missed it, because I know you guys were rocking out big time. The Gaylord is a beautiful event. You guys always throw the best parties over there on the East Coast.
Yes, we do, and it was a wonderful event. But you were truly, your little face was truly missed, and but we did. It was something to remember. And everyone that participated, we received texts and calls all night long about how they were just really moved and really saw what 10 was really all about. So you go ahead. What are you going to share for us today, Nikisha?
Well, you know, I'm going to touch on I called it a why training, your why. Because what you guys were talking about right now, sharing all the amazing testimonies, I think that holds true to what I'm about to talk about today. So I always thought when everyone said, well, good morning for those of you who are new, because I'm sure there's a lot of new people on the line. I'm Nikisha Bond. I'm out here on the West Coast. Me and my husband were business owners, and we really joined network marketing because it was an opportunity to have multiple streams of income. And that's important to us because when the economy crashed, I was working full time, and my husband, he had his own business. But one of the things when you own your own business is when you don't work, you don't eat. And credit dried up, so people weren't taking out loans on their houses to, pay for grass anymore. So he wasn't getting any jobs. My company, they started cutting back. So I was only working 32 hours, and it put us in a situation where we really didn't have a lot of other options. And I know there's a lot of people on the line right now who saw this opportunity and said, you know what? I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of being, just over broke with my job. I think it's important for me to have multiple streams of revenue, and that means security. And so that's kind of my why. But I always thought that the reason we needed to think of our why was so that we could endure anyhow. I can't remember who did the quote. I'm not going to try and say any names. I tried to find it this morning. I couldn't. Maybe one of our amazing quote people, Miss Anita Poole or Mr. San Ramon, can find that quote for me. But there's also a scientific and a biological purpose for knowing why. And so I was listening to this amazing trainer, Simon Sinek, this weekend, and he was talking about the golden circle. So if you have your pen and paper, which, you always should when you're on this call because everyone is always dropping amazing little chunks of nuggets, I want you to draw 3 circles, a small circle surrounded by another circle, surrounded by another circle around that. And in the middle of that circle, you're going to put why, and in the middle circle, you're going to put how, and on the outer circle, you're going to put what. So this is the golden circle, and basically what it means is that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And so what do we do here? What are we doing? What is the whole purpose of this? We sell spray vitamins. We also sell technology tools with the My Video Talk, but that's technically what we do. And how we do it by recommending these products to our families and friends. We do this all the time with everything. And I always find it so interesting when people tell me, they say negative things about network marketing, and they say, I don't want to take advantage of people, or that's just, and I think to myself, that's weird because you give out your recommendations every day. In fact, I've downloaded apps where they won't let me proceed to use the app after a while until I give them my recommendation because they know how powerful our recommendations are, and you're just giving it away for free. And now with this business, you can actually give away a recommendation and actually make some money off of it. But the key goes down to why do we do it? What is our purpose? What is our cause? What are our core beliefs? Well, you just heard mine. Mine is security. Mine is stability. Mine is I'm tired of seeing people, being deceived. We were told about a 40-40 plan where you work 40 hours a day and you work 40 years and you retire with a pension and a gold watch. I don't know who has that job, but if you do, God bless you, because I just don't see that happening in my generation anymore. And so I'm very passionate about people having an opportunity to change their life, to really find a way to have multiple streams of income so you're not dependent on any one thing. And the amazing thing about TMF for Network is not only do they have a very lucrative compensation plan, but they have a sound residual income plan. And that's very important to me and my family because that's the income that you can make that gives you choices. That's what gives you financial freedom. That's what allows you to do the things that you want to do instead of having to do the things that you have to do. So that's my why. That's what drives me. That's what you hear all that passion inside of my voice for. It's because I think it's so important that we spread that message around. But there is a biological reason about that, and it has to do with the brain. So you have the neocortex, which is the what level. So that's the outer level. That's your rational thinking. That's your responsible thinking. That says A plus B equals C, and it has the language to explain that to you. That's the what we do. We sell spray vitamins. D3 has, a nutrient that is involved in 2,000 of your genes, which means that 1/6 of the human genome requires that nutrient in order to function successfully. That is the what of D3. Okay? Then you have your limbic brain, which is the how and the why. And that is the brain that talks about the trust and loyalty, and that's your decision making. But it doesn't have a language. So have you ever heard someone explain something to you? And I think this is what happens with network marketing a lot of times. People explain the concept to them, and you listen to it, and you're like, well, that makes sense. Get to, help to, get to, help to, and you're going to make a lot of money. It's math. You can look at it on a piece of paper, and that makes total sense. But it just doesn't feel right. And that's because we can't explain those things that just don't feel right. You get a gut feeling, you just don't feel right. And it's probably because whoever is giving you that explanation hasn't really told you why you should care. Why is it important? Why do I need D3? And it was amazing because we had a TPP this weekend, and of course it wasn't as big as the event that was on Saturday, but a friend of mine came, and she said something that was so interesting to me. She said, you know, my doctor had prescribed me D3 and told me that I was deficient, but I never filled the prescription. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she said the first thing I needed to do is buy those sprays. She said, because I didn't know why I needed to take D3. No one had ever explained it to me. And so let me do something else and talk about. So we talked about the brain and how there's a biological sense. Now let's talk about the law of diffusion of innovation. If you guys are just new to the call, you know, I like to get technical in my definitions. You know, I get my notes all together because I find this stuff fascinating. And if you don't, just pretend, okay? It doesn't matter. And the law of diffusion of innovation is the theory that seeks to explain how, why, and what rate new ideas and technology spread through culture. And I think these both go together, the golden circle and the law of diffusion, because I'm going to throw out some percentages for you. So the first is 2.5% of the population are innovators. That's Mel and Amy. Mel and Amy are innovators, right? They started this business so that people had an opportunity to change their lives. You know, 2 or 3 years ago, they started looking at this spray technology, whereas a lot of us might be hearing it for the first time. So they're the innovators. 13.5% are early adopters. That's all of us, Kid Family. All of us who are on the line and guests who are on the line who are going to be joining this opportunity, you are early adopters. You are the people who stand in line for an iPhone before anybody even knew what an iPhone was. You see a vision before anybody else can even understand if that's going to be a lucrative vision. After that, you have 34% are the early majority. That's when your momentum starts. And we are getting so close to knocking on that door of the early majority because exponentially this will start to grow once we hit that tipping point. And then 34% after that are the late majority. And then the last 16% are the laggards. And the laggards are the people who only join or only buy a product because the product that they normally buy is not available. So, for example, my dad uses a flip phone. Love him, love my dad. God bless him, but he won't get rid of that flip phone until there's no more flip phones to buy. So he's a laggard. Doesn't get the touch screen, doesn't see how it can change your life. So he's not going to go to a smartphone until there's no more flip phones available. And so let's talk about how the human brain plays into that law of diffusion of innovation. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. The first one is TiVo, right? TiVo, if you guys remember, I think it was like the late 90s, they talked about, you know, pausing, rewinding live TV and memorizing your selections and making new selections for you. But you know what? They never made any money because they never really explained to people why they should care. Now, Time Warner and a lot of the other ones that came on after them, they said, you know, take control of your life. Be responsible for your own time. You know, have TV on your time, not on their time, because we help you to pause TV, live TV, rewind things, and we suggest things that you like. Now people have a cause to get behind. They can say, oh, you know what, you're right. TV does control my life. I can't go to the bathroom till there's a commercial, but now with the DVR, I can pause it and I can go to the bathroom when I want to, and I can come back and watch it, and now I can fast forward through the commercials. So people saw the why and why that was important. So even though there were some early adopters in the TiVo industry, it didn't get to that tipping point because people didn't understand the why. Now, I'll give you another example. Dr. Martin Luther King. How do you get 250,000 people to all show up at the same place at the same time with no social media, with no internet, with nothing but word of mouth? That's because Dr. Martin Luther King talked about what needed to be changed and what he believed in. And then people picked up his cause and they believed in their cause. And so when people went there, it wasn't about going to see Martin Luther King. It was going there to see and stand up for the beliefs that they all had together as a people. And he didn't give an I have a plan speech. This is what we need to do, and this is how we're going to get equality. He had an I have a dream speech, which is something that everybody could relate to on a biological level to say, yes, we can. We believe what you believe. And so that's how you get that 250,000 people to jump over with no money, with no funding, with no website, getting over to the mass majority of people to start a movement because they all believe the same thing. So what I want you to take away from all of this technical stuff that I've talked about, first of all, is that people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Perfect your why. Explain your why. so many of the great leaders that I hear, they spend a lot of time talking about their why. And Pastor Denise, I love it when she says this to me. She says, just share your heart. Just share your heart. Just tell people what's on your mind. She doesn't tell me to get on this call and give everyone a 5-point plan about how we're going to do this and how we're going to do that. She says, just share your heart, share your passion, let people see what you believe. Because people, you want not to sell to people who need what you have, but you want to, sell to people who believe what you believe. And that one I want to say is like, you want to sell, people need what we have, right? And you're going to sell the products to them. But when you're sponsoring people, you want to sponsor people who believe what you believe, but they're not going to know what you believe if you don't say your why. And so I know I hear Pastor Dale say it all the time is, tell people your why. If you don't know what to say to people, just tell them the things that you're passionate about. You know what? One of the things when it comes to the product is I was really upset that nobody told me about D3. I was really upset. And people say, really? Why were you upset? I said, because it controls this, and no one ever told me that it was good for this, and no one ever told me it was good for that, and that my children should be taking it, and why we don't get enough, and, why it's kind of like you see how it can be the root cause, and we're only dealing with the symptoms, but that could be the root cause of helping people to feel better. So sharing your why with people. Also, it serves as proof of what you believe. This business shares as proof of what you believe. Whether you believe in an opportunity to give people, ways of making additional money, whether you believe that these products are really changing people's lives, that sprays are a better form of, getting your vitamins in because you have higher absorption. This business is going to serve as that proof. And so when you're talking to people, you want to make sure that your why is, intertwined with this business and what you're talking about so that people know that you have joined a business that corresponds with what you believe in. And that's why I always tell people, if you can't really get excited about this business, you can't get really excited about these products as you hear everybody on the line, maybe it's not right for you. And I know people say you probably shouldn't say that, but you really have to believe. And I was talking to one of our partners this weekend, and I said, if I told you that in 18 months, every single person that you knew would be using spray vitamins, how would that change your belief in this product and this opportunity? He said, well, it would change it a whole lot. It would make me really, really excited about it. And that's how sold out you have to be. That's really how sold out about this business you have to be, is that in 18 to 24 months, everybody's going to be using spray vitamins. People are barely going to remember when we use pills, just like they barely remember using cassettes. I mean, my kids pick up cassettes, and they're like, what are these? And I'm thinking, I'm not that old for my kids to be picking up cassettes and looking at me all crazy like that, but that's what it is. And that if you get that sold out on this business, that's really what's going to get you driven, because you're going to be driven by a cause and by a belief. And that's what you hear. That's the passion that you hear in everyone's voice this weekend, this on all week long, all the different calls. Every call I go on, everybody is excited and more excited and more excited. And I'm like, we just keep getting, and the funniest thing, too, is that whenever I talk to any business partner, it doesn't matter who they are, we start preaching to each other. We always start preaching to each other about this business, trying to sign each other up again. It's so amazing, because that just shows you how driven we are by this cause and this belief that really this is a better way. Not only the opportunity Amy provided, but these products, it's a better way. It's really going to change people's lives. So I love talking to business partners, because I have not met one person who hasn't tried to, as a business partner, recruit me into this business again. Sometimes I could join all week long. And then, lastly, I'll leave you with this. Talk about what you believe, and you're going to attract people who believe what you believe. Because there's so many people who share your same passion, your same energy, your same love for people, and love for health and wellness and an opportunity to change their life. Just talk about that. Talk about your passion. It's not even about, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So you just have to talk about your beliefs, and you're going to attract people who believe the same thing that you believe, and that's going to help you to grow your business. So I hope this has helped to explain something to you. At least it did for me, on why your why is so important, that there's a biological need for people to understand why you do something so that they can get behind your cause. And getting behind your cause in that limbic brain, that's what drives decisions. It's not the what, it's not the rational brain. The rational brain just says what it is, and the limbic brain is telling you why you should do it. And so you want to make sure that you're appealing to that so that you can help to grow your business a little bit more. Okay, back to you. It's 8:30. Look at me, right on time. Back to you, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale.
I tell you, Nikisha Vaughn, you are amazing. You are something else. And, when you said the part, can you imagine within 18 months, that everyone is using, every single person in the world are using our 10 vitamin sprays. So I almost dropped the phone. Because I saw that vision. I just thought that this is a product that is going to be a number one household product. And it's just the great part about it is that we're at the top of this, and they're going to have to come through one of us. They're going to have to come through a 10 distributor in order to get this spray. And then you're right about the why, Nikisha. I spoke with one of our business partners, Lisa, last week, and I asked Lisa, one of the first things I asked Lisa, Lisa, what is your why? Why you want to do this? And she said, because she wants to be a stay-home mom to take care of the children. She wants to be home with the children. And I said, well, and she was trying to figure out how to get people to join the business. I said, just share your testimony. She has a testimony. I said, just share it. Just tell them what the vitamin sprays did for you, because that is where your passion is going to come forth. And people are going to see that you're not trying to sell them, which is what we're really not trying to sell people. We want them to know what we have is going to benefit them health-wise and wealth-wise. And every time you get ready to share your testimony, you just think about your why. You think about your why. Every time you share your testimony, it's another deposit, and you are closer to achieving your why. So thank you for that, Nikisha. I know everybody has to remember that. Mm-hmm. Well, Pastor Dale, what do you have for our coach before we let her go for the day?
Woo-hoo! I tell you, good as always. And I like that. Well, first of all, we missed you on the East Coast Saturday for sure. Absolutely. We were hoping that we could get you here, but guess what? We're coming to California. I know you're setting up an event for us to be there in California. We're gonna synchronize our schedules with you, and we're coming to California to help you with an event there. So we're so excited about being a part of what you're doing. But I tell you, it's so important for you guys to really understand what she was saying today, especially when you talk about the why.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? What does this mean to you? What is the purpose that you're doing this? We can all be doing something else. I mean, there's no limit on other things that we all could be doing. Why have you given your attention and your focus to Team Effort Network? And you have to keep that before you. You got to keep it before your eyes. Post it on your wall. Post it on your mirror. Keep it before your eyes and commit to working hard for yourself over the next 12 months, 18 months than you work for anybody else. If you will do that, you will realize that why in a short period of time. If you're just willing to write it on the wall, keep on talking about it, and talk to your sponsor and your business partner every day, every week about, I'm excited about my why, I'm going after my why. I'm telling you guys, you will change your future. And so thank you so much, Coach Nikisha Vaughn, all the way from Marietta, California. Glad to have you every Monday.
Well, as you all know, we have a couple of great announcements to make. The 10 vitamin sprays, the TTPs, and all the great events are just going to continue to grow and almost just about double in size. We're doing big events like every other month or so, but it looks like those big events are going into every other week. As you know, the next big event that we're going to from here is in Detroit. Pastor Dell and I and the executive founding member, Maureen Smith and Jesse Bowden, are getting on plane this Friday. We're flying into Detroit, where we're going to meet Carl Knox and Mr. T. I can't wait to do a presentation with Mr. T. That's going to be pretty powerful. But that's taking place this coming Friday and Saturday. So if you have any guests, friends, and relatives that's in the Detroit area, you want to get them to a big event or the surrounding areas, I suggest you get them there because Detroit got it planned. I think it's already estimated to be standing room only. But we're coming in on Friday. The event takes place Friday, March the 21st, 7 o'clock p.m. And then there's another event we're going to do Saturday, March the 22nd at 10 a.m. It's going to be located at the Holiday Inn Hotel and Suites. It's 25100 Northwestern Highway in Southfield, Michigan. And I've posted that flyer on the Tenacious Facebook page. So if you want to get the details again, it's on Tenacious Facebook page where you can get the address and location. But that event is this coming Friday. And, of course, you do not want to, by all means, forget the big event that's taking place on May the 17th, and that is Penn University. That's a corporate event. Mel and Amy Gill will be in the house along with all the great LCQ and DCQ qualifiers, and all the great leaders all around the globe will come together on May the 17th at Treasure Island in San Francisco. And I encourage you all representatives should be there. This is your event. This is for you. It's also for you to invite your guests and friends to come and learn and to hear from the CEO and founders and to go propel your business to go to the next level. As Mel said, when we launched a few weeks ago in Las Vegas, if everyone just brings back one guest to the event on May the 17th, this is how you grow and double your business. So make sure you are planning, you are putting these goals in your schedule. These should be pinned in your calendar to make these events, because this is how you are investing in yourself, how you are investing in your business, and it is worth it. Every big event, someone walks away with something bigger and bigger that happens. You know, you're going to meet a known individual that's going to join your team. But they're only going to join us once they are exposed at a big event with what we're doing. So make sure you're there for that. In terms of cancel announcements now, the special, the March Madness promotion is still on until the 19th of this month. We still have until the 19th to sign up 3 new business partners on the Diamond Package, and you can walk across the stage in San Francisco and pick up a brand new mini iPad. If you just sign up 3 new business partners, and many of you have already done that. Many of you are already going across that stage and getting that mini iPad, and congratulations to you. But make sure that if you have qualified already, send your name and member ID number, and the 3 members can help you to qualify for that. Send that into iPad at TEIcorporate.com, so they will have your name on the list. So send that into iPad at TEIcorporate.com, so they will have your name on the list to walk across the stage and get your free mini iPad. And also, anyone who purchased 3 or more tickets for the big event at the 10 University, you are the first ones that will receive the free Cell Energy Package. You will be the first ones to get that in your hand. So if you've already purchased the tickets for the 10 event, now your team is growing, you want to be a blessing to someone and purchase the tickets for them, which is so very kind. The tickets right now are just $45. Go to your back office. If you purchase a total of 3 tickets, then you are the first one that's going to get a free package of the cellular energy spray that is being released this month. And there's a lot of people waiting for that. So as you all know, we ended our call with the post for today. We're going to reach out to Atlanta, Georgia, to our brother in Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. One Star, Kevin Vaughn. Are you there, sir?
My one-star business partners, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. How y'all doing today? Wow. What a incredible call today. What an honor to be on the call today, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. Of course, Nikisha, you always do a great job. Thank you so much. You know, I had some notes. I had to take some notes real quick, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise. I had to take some quick notes. Congratulations on that East Coast event. We were able to show some of the video that Terry put together at our TTP on Sunday in Atlanta. It was off the chain. Everybody signed up, of course, and we're just excited about that. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing the video on the event. And congratulations, Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise, and everybody on the team throughout the country that had people come into their business. Wow, that is incredible. Just amazing. Thank you so much, Mel and Amy Gill. And also, too, real quick, you guys, I want to let you know that Atlanta's here to help you out. Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, we're down here to help the team. So, you know, we're doing our TTPs. Go to the winwith10.com/calendars to check out our awesome TTPs in Atlanta for those who need some help. We'll do the TTPs for you and get them signed up for you as well. So I wanted to share that with you guys. We're rolling. We want to have Pastor Dale and Pastor Denise in Atlanta real soon. That's what we're working on, Pastor Denise. Like we're going to bring y'all to Atlanta. We'll be working on it.
Give us a date. You give us a date, Kevin.
You got that right. We're working on it for you. Hey, real quick, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, I wanted to share with everybody how exciting with the new countries that are opening up soon. UK, over 63 million. Japan, over 127 million. Mexico, 120 million. Australia, 24 million. Philippines, over 100 million. USA, over 350 million. You think he can get 2, ladies and gentlemen? I think he can get 2 and more with that. I believe that. I believe everybody on the call can go to 10-star with these kind of numbers, ladies and gentlemen. If I add all those up, we're talking about over 1 billion people, ladies and gentlemen, on the planet that's going to be in 10 and be in your network. I'm so excited about that, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, because of the numbers. Get busy. Hey, here's our quotes for today. I got 3 quotes, Pastor. I got 3 of them. I can't do all of them today. I got to do 3 quotes for y'all today because it's on momentum. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Nikisha, we have momentum. We're actually witnessing momentum. You know, that's like seeing a planet being created or something, you know? It's amazing when you think about it. The business is in momentum stage. Mel and Amy already predicted it, and everybody's doing what they asked us to do, to share the business from your heart, ladies and gentlemen. And believe me, people will sign. Here's the first quote, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Michael Porter. He says, one way to keep momentum going is to have consistently greater goals. Everybody on the call has got greater goals. Your greater goal is to get the next person in your business. Get your 2, get your 4, get your 6, get your 8, and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. The next quote, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Nikisha, is the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. Woo, I'm a crazy person. I'm crazy. I know y'all crazy with me out there. We're going to change the world, ladies and gentlemen, with this wonderful business that Mel and Amy have given to us called 10 and the Team Effort International Family. Oh, I love it. The last quote of the day, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, and Nikisha, is success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Back to you, Pastor. I'm excited. Bless everybody. Y'all get busy. Woo. Thank you.
That's right. I love that last one. That is success. The small attempts repeated daily leads you down that road, on that course to great one. I love that one, Kevin. And I guess we aren't crazy because we know that we're going to change the world. That is our number one product. And that's our number one product, changing people's lives. If you change people's lives, you're going to change the world. So thank you for those quotes. Now, Robert Hickens, are you on the call by chance? Robert Hickens, calling out to Director of Communications. Robert Hickens, are you there, sir? Yeah, Robert, I know that I just got word that there is a new email address for sending it for the iPad, for the mini iPad. So I'm going to have to find out what that is because I didn't see the email. So I'll find out what it is, the real announcement tomorrow, and also post it on social media. Well, family, it has been a great call today, and we want to thank you all for being here and listening in and hearing something that has propelled you, that has motivated you, that's going to help you to get your week started. And we're going to be back on the call tomorrow with some highlights from the 10 event. We're going to hopefully have Bishop on, Bishop Penfield, and Jesse Bowden, and Paul Jackson, and some of the other ones will come and let you all know what happened at the 10 big event and why it's important for you to make sure to get to those 10 big events, because it's going to make a difference in your business. And remember, it's just the 2 people. If you sign up and you're brand new to 10, your main focus will go right now is to get 2 business partners to run with you. Just 2. It's all about you and the power of 2. Thank you for being here with us today. We're going to be back on the call tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all.